Hello, making this video because I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer back in September. A few days later, a guy from my unit, a battle buddy from the Gulf War, he died of cancer a few days after that. Great guy, Chris Coleman, just full of life, always happy, fun, joking, and many people know Gulf War vets were exposed to chemicals from the scuds. Most people don't know we were forced to take illegal shots. I was threatened with court martial or a firing squad because I was refusing to take the shots. The commander called my mom and dad, and my mom begged me to take them, so I took them for her. And I ended up sick like 2, 3 days later, and flu-like symptoms for a few weeks, and then ever since then it was pain, fatigue, nausea. It was chronic fatigue. It was fibromyalgia. And the government would not help. They denied it all. Took them like 18 years. And I had to fight and fight and fight. I had to appeal 2, 3 times to finally get them to compensate me. And they wouldn't compensate me for all those things. I somehow just pretty much lucked out and got them on a technicality where they couldn't they couldn't not pay me. So thankfully, my VA representative at the time, he was a Vietnam vet. He had been through the similar situation, screwed over in Vietnam, exposed to Agent Orange. Um, Guy was like blown up, and the VA wouldn't help him, so he went to school, became a paralegal, and started helping other vets. And he got me compensation, and it's because he knew the system, and he used their own words against them, and he knew how to word things. So anyway, but they fought me for so long. They denied, and I had lucked out. I lucked out because most vets don't luck out. They don't get help. They don't get compensated. And there's vets that kill themselves over that because it's so hard, so stressful, makes you so angry, and you feel so alone. You feel like the Lone Ranger when you're fighting the VA, you're fighting the government, and it's easy to look like a unpatriotic scumbag, you know? I mean, if you say anything, you speak up, speak out, people get offended. And I don't know, I don't get it. Even people in other people from my unit, it's like Russian roulette. Like, they know what happened over there. They know what the government did to us. And they ignore it and they pretend like it didn't happen. And it's like, you idiots. Instead of uniting and banding together, it wasn't just Gulf War vets. It was Vietnam vets with Agent Orange, World War II vets with radiation exposure from atomic bombs, World War One vets exposure to mustard gas. They all came back sick. They all came back exposing their families to those things, and their families got sick. Kids were born messed up, and they and their families, and sometimes even pets died. And people from my unit, I mean, they know we were exposed. The scuds went off, and chemical alarms wouldn't shut off. For 3 days, the chemical alarms went off till the commander had the batteries removed, and he confiscated the batteries. But for 3 days, those alarms went off, and then we were forced to take illegal shots. And the people in my unit just act like it didn't happen. They ignore it. And then people from the unit dying. How can you still ignore it? How can you still pretend it didn't happen? And it's like Russian roulette. Any one of us could die from that shit, like at any time, any day now. And instead of uniting and banding together and speaking out and speaking up about it and against it, they just pretend like it didn't happen, which leaves us all vulnerable. You know, and it pisses me off, man. It pisses me off because I've been trying to tell people since the '90s about what really happened over there. We came back and we brought chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia back with us, and we spread that to our family members. We spread that to America, Americans, and I I came out on MTV speaking up against this, about this. I had a presentation at a local college here, and came out on a local channel speaking up about this and speaking out, trying to warn people. But nobody showed up to that presentation. Like nobody. Two other Gulf War vets showed up, and that's because they were partners with me in trying to the Gulf War Veterans Association. We were all members of it, and other than that, nobody showed up. And now the time's coming where many Gulf War vets died right after the war. They died from the exposures and the shots and the chemicals, suicides. And now they've been dying all this time, but I feel like now is a time where it's gonna affect many of us and gonna kill many remaining Gulf War vets. And people still aren't listening. People still aren't caring. And it's like, you all have to wake up, America. Can't keep doing this. Now these guys coming back from Afghanistan and Iraq, I hear they're coming back sick from the latrine, the burning of the human waste and all that. And guys that went back to Iraq recently or were sent to Iraq, um, those chemicals lay in the dirt for 60 years. So many of them have been exposed to the same stuff that's killing many Gulf War vets. And again, Agent Orange, it's come on, America, wake up, man, wake up. You have the power to change things, to hold the government and the VA accountable, to make them help soldiers and veterans, make them save, literally save the lives of many soldiers and vets. You have that power and ability, America. You have to wake up now. You can't keep pretending and acting like we're just a bunch of crazy vets when you know the truth. Come on now, quit acting and pretending like you don't know. You do know, and it's affecting you because you know your related, loved ones, friends who are vets, who have been there, who are suffering, who are sick, who are dying, who are gonna die if something's not done. There's cures for this, but the government's literally tried to assassinate and has assassinated scientists and doctors that were helping us, that are helping us. And I know this sounds like a big conspiracy theory. It's not. It's not. This is reality. This is real talk. And it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, you all. Like quit acting like this is a conspiracy theory when you know it's true. You know it's reality. Agent Orange, Gulf Syndrome, all the same, man. Like, and these new guys coming back, it's gonna be something with them that the water they were drinking or whatever. And America has to quit ignoring veterans, especially when all we're trying to do is help you and warn you. Because if you keep acting like it didn't happen, if you keep acting like it doesn't exist, it's gonna bite you in the ass. You were one of your loved ones, one of your children, in one way or another, it's gonna come back. You can't just keep acting like camels, sticking your heads in the ground. That's gonna bring bad karma for you. Even if you don't know anyone who went there, even if you don't know any veterans, it's it'll affect you. Believe me, because like I say, we brought back Vietnam. They brought back they didn't bring back, but it was their children were born with spinal bifida, and so that disease spread to non-vets, and this Gulf War syndrome, it's we brought back chronic fatigue, we brought back fibromyalgia and many other cancers and illnesses, and spread them to civilian population here, not just our families. And there's two types of Gulf War illnesses. One, those guys are dead. The first guy, they're dead. Their families are dead. Their pets are dead, and they're gone. And anyone that was around them, anyone that had any kind of body fluid involvement with them, those people are dead too. And the second Gulf War illness is what I have, and there's times you wish you were dead from the pain, the fatigue, the nausea, um, and we spread that. We spread that to the population too. We tried warning people back in the '90s, and no one believed me. No one cared. And not just me. It was us. It was a whole Gulf War Veterans Association. I mean, we went to not me personally, but members of the Gulf War Veterans Association went to a congressional hearing, proved all of this, declassified information, proved everything I'm saying in a congressional hearing. So it's no conspiracy theory. It's no. And don't get mad at me for speaking. I'm just telling you the truth. And you could think all you want, bad all you want, but I'm trying to do the right thing, which is all I've been trying to do since the war, is inform people of what really happened and what's really happening. It's still happening. People are still dying from it. And if you don't wake up and if you don't do something about it, it's gonna get worse. So yeah, I'm pissed. I'm disappointed. Disappointed in America that is still acting like like it doesn't exist, like it didn't happen. And that's not helping anybody. This could be fixed, it could be solved. There are cures. Um, just gotta hold the VA and the government accountable. Start listening to veterans that are trying to tell you who are there and who know. And no, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how. It's just that feeling that like I told you so. I told you so. You wouldn't listen. And right now, it's not affecting everybody, but it will. It's going to, and it's gonna be that I told you so. And I don't like that. Like, not in this kind of situation. I'd rather say instead of I told you so, rather like thanks for listening and thanks for doing something about it. That's what I'd rather say. And hopefully that's what I will say when you all wake up and realize that we, the people, we have the power. Those politicians don't give two shits about us. None of us. Republican, Democrat, they don't care about you. They care about themselves. They care about their bank accounts. So 90% of politicians care about. Sure, some of them are there for us, for the people, but the majority, they sell out to these corporations, and they're not there for us, and we need to get rid of those people. So again, we can because there's more of us than there are of them. See, they have you brainwashed to think that they control everything, and that they can hurt you. They can't. Like, once we wake up and realize, you know what? When they order cops or troops to march in, and those cops and those troops are like, no, we're not gonna do that no more. We're not gonna hurt civilians anymore. We're gonna protect each other, because that's the oath we took. So once everyone wakes up and realizes that, and this will be the greatest country for sure, no doubt. So that's what needs to happen, and I believe it will happen. It has to happen. It has to happen soon. And the sooner it happens, the better for this country and this world. So yeah, I'm pretty upset about it, because right now it's like I told you, and that's it's getting to the point where like it's gonna turn into you all should have listened. I try to tell you. So hopefully soon people wake up and realize. So hope you all are doing great. Hope you have a great day and a great night. Stay awesome. Take care. God bless. Peace.